Hi everyone. So what is a doctor doing in a mobile developer conference? Good question. So I'd like to talk to you about my journey from being a doctor to actually ending up as an author. So a little bit of introduction. I will try to make it easy for you guys, all right? There are 6 M's you need to know about me, all right? That is me last year at the MCE Jitter. I was actually at this Google Glass workshop, and of course, I was quite excited and I just wanted to take a picture. So, I'm a medical doctor. Hello? It's working. All right, sorry about that. I'm founder of MD Geeks. I'm a master's in health informatics. I'm a mobile developer, actually, as well. I develop for iOS and Android. I don't consider myself to be an expert, but I'm trying. So, maybe some points for that. I'm mad about technology and UX, and last but not least, I'm working as a project director with Medilog. So 6 M's. Feel free to use Twitter right now, take pictures. You're more than welcome. Thank you. So I'd like to do a little bit of agenda to my talk. So first I'm going to talk a bit about my story. I'm going to talk a bit why Arduino and Android, out of all things. I'm going to talk a bit about a book that I had the wonderful opportunity to publish in December. And I'm going to talk a bit about how to go further, how to expand your vision. So, what the hell is a medical doctor doing in Poland? Well, first reason, love, that I can't go back to. But the second reason was that I was always interested in technology, so I decided to take a break from my medical career. I had the luck to do this. And of course, out of all places, I went to Lublin. Who is from Lublin here? Woo! All right. Hello, zapraszamy na Lublinie. So, in Lublin, I had the wonderful opportunity to meet this guy, Marco, with whom I started a meetup. It was called Hop Startups. We started with Hop Lublin. Now, hopefully, we'll expand to more cities, but we'll start off with that for now. And last year, we used to go to the gym together, and he told me, listen, I have a wonderful opportunity for a book. It's about Arduino and Android. Do you want to do it? In the back of the mind, I was thinking, I'm not an expert Android developer. I haven't been doing this for 3 or 4 years. But my natural instinct was, yes. So I did it, and here we go. So why Arduino and Android? There's Raspberry Pi. There's so many other solutions. Why Arduino and Android? It's small, it's cheap, and it works really well with Android. And the possibilities are really infinite. You can do something like a Bluetooth weather station. You have a temperature sensor. You have a Bluetooth module. And you also have a light sensor connected to Android. Connected to the Arduino. And then you have a very simple interface, which allows you to get the temperature. Mind you, the temperature is not 99, because otherwise we won't be here. But the light can be 99. All right? And imagine you have some daughter or son who you want to have some small robot. You can easily do, for about 60 to 70 euros, you can do a robot for them. And there you go, that's a Bluetooth robot. And you can connect it with a simple Android app. And there you go. Forward, left, right, very simple, but loads of fun. So, why those two? They are cheap. It is free to develop. So for Arduino and for Android, it costs you basically nothing. Of course, if you want to publish your app to the Google Play Store, you have to pay about $25 per year. But that's a start. There are infinite possibilities and combinations. So if you want to start with something, you don't have to necessarily stick to existing projects. You can modify, you can create something of your own. You can make it even more specialized. So now you ask me, how did I do this book? And I did it. This is the cover of the book. And I did it, the stage process was something like this. So let's say in this case, I would actually had the opportunity to do it with a publisher. All right? And but you might think that you might want to self-publish the book. All right? There are so many digital product distribution channels available for us that you can do it yourself. Why not? So there's the first draft. In the first draft, we had the opportunity to write the first version of each chapter. We had about 10 chapters, And that process took about 2 months. 1 month was mostly for research and setting up the projects, and the other month was for actually writing the chapters. Then came the hard part, where there were the reviewers, and the reviewers were experienced people, so you can imagine how scared I was taking my experience into consideration, into actually taking but it turned out to be okay, and turned out to be manageable. And that took about 1 month. So they reviewed all the chapters, you have the comments. Unfortunately, it's all in Word, but that's the limitations of working with a publisher. And that took about 1 month. And then the last 2 to 3 weeks mostly was to refine the PDFs and each chapter, how it looked and how everything worked out. All right, so guys, this is just the beginning. Guys and girls, sorry, apologies. So, the book, really and truly, is available as an open source project. So if you go write Arduino-Android blueprints on GitHub, you'll find all the schematics and all the code available for you to start off. I encourage you to start off with those projects as baseline projects. Expand them, ask me for a pull request, tell me, listen, can you mind if I improve it? It would be more than welcome. So why this project? So it's low cost, it's open source, it is sustainable, because each project that we do, we have to consider the sustainability of this project. That means, how much will it cost me? What resources do I need to put into it? And with this regard, our project is basically free. All right, maybe you need to buy the book. You'll be more than welcome. Thank you if you buy it. I would appreciate it. And last but not least, I am curious to see, and I invite iOS developers to join me in this adventure, on how we can integrate this with iOS and HomeKit. I'm wondering how it will work, but any enlightenment, we can talk outside. So, some takeaways, very quick, 1 page for everything. Software you need, Arduino, no C language and Arduino IDE, Android, Java, and Android Studio. I know there are millions of other tools for developing, but I recommend Android Studio. Arduino board and modules, Android smartphones, and what do you need as resources? Books, online, and community. Those are the most important. You need your community, you need Stack Overflow, you need this and that. I think you know all of this, but I just want to thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk. Thank you, guys. So, any questions?
At least one, where to buy your book?
Oh, so you can buy it you can just write the book title and you have a choice where you can buy this book actually. If someone asks a question, I actually have a surprise for them.
I have a small question. You took only 1 month to write a book. Did you have any previous writing experience?
Not really. This was my first book. So it was my first writing experience. And I'm proud to be able to talk about it here. So, no, this is my first book. Cheers. Yeah, Wojtek, you're about to ask something?
Yeah, definitely. Actually, showing 2 months of the first draft and 1 month for the second draft. I have no idea how long does it actually take. Is it like 2 or 3 hours per week? Or you just quit your job for 2 months and wrote that draft?
Well, actually, I took a year off from medical studies, so I calculated a burn rate of about 6 months. I calculated the expenses of Poland. I see how much I will survive. And this actually was within advance. So actually, I was paid in advance on this book. And then you get paid, of course, for each bill. So how much time it took? Really and truly, it took me it depends. For example, there was some chapter which was more complex than the other. For example, I had some challenges with the security camera. There was an app just about using Arduino Uno, and there were a couple of issues because I have to use JPEG. I had to find a streamer, so that took more time. But there were some other chapters which were much easier, and I just had to connect via Bluetooth. And so it really depends on the complexity. But let's say that if I had to consider writing time and technical preparation and code, I would say that at least I had 10 hours per chapter. If I had to do an average, a real decent average, considering also the review time and modifications to the code and adaptations. Yeah?
Okay, so 2 months for a book, it's a great result. It's really cool. But could you please tell more about its content, about, okay, difference from
Okay.
just SDK examples and your book? What is your unique
All right,
content?
so my book is extremely practical. That means it's a recipe book. It will start you, it will give you the ingredients, you do some cooking with the schematics and programming, and you're ready, basically. That's it. And if you have any problems, you can always refer to the repository. So that's it. So, I'd like to present Wojtek Erbertowski with a copy of my book. Enjoy. And let's have a chat outside if you want. Cheers, guys.
Thank you, Stefan.